Good morning, 8:01 on the East Coast. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Let me take a break. Sorry, folks. I was out running around. I was all over the place trying to get some things ready, get some things done, look into some things. So today it's Thursday, which tells me at 8:30 it'll be time for Carla's Corner, and I know she'll have all kinds of great things she wants to talk about with the upcoming Christmas holiday and things going on in North Georgia. So don't miss that at 8:30. Until then, you're stuck with me. And here's what you can do at any given time while you're stuck with me. You can text me at 706-889-9700. And you can also send me an email, chief@fetchernews.com. And there's all the ways you can follow us on social media. So that you can do that. Now, what am I getting to right here? I don't want that. Okay. All right, Josh. No. Josh says it was punishment day because I sent 700 pictures. But this morning, I just got up, and sometimes I like to look and see at the crazy, and I mean absolutely crazy direction we're going in this country. There's days when I don't know if I'm supposed to come here and prove on a daily basis how corrupt the media is. You know, I wish that MSNBC, and I know this is wishful thinking, I wish MSNBC and the others out there, CNN, would just put a fact-finding team on finding the correct things in President Trump's statement, instead of immediately a fact-finding, as they call the facts, alternative facts, as Kellyanne Conway said. Let's start with a couple things, and I'm going to go this direction for a certain reason. Let's go, if you have it ready for me, Josh, let's go with number 2. And number 2 are the U.S. servicemen killed in Afghanistan, all right? Eric Edmond, Captain Andrew Ross, and Staff Sergeant Dylan Elchin, I guess. Sergeant First Class Eric Edmond, Army. Killed yesterday, 6 total wounded, I think, in Afghanistan. So let's go with that first. And, you know, it's like, I'm going to have to do it. And let's go with that instead of the who the hell killed Khashoggi. These are... I got to keep it clean. I got to keep it down. Maybe after 9 I can let loose, but right now I got to just keep it down. For those of you that need another day, this is what a U.S. citizen, this is what an American citizen looks like for some of you out there, okay? Now, on the other hand, and I'm going to want you to go back to this picture, Josh. So when I get to it, remember you're going to go back to this one, okay? So this is what 3 American citizens look like, all right? And this number, wow, I didn't realize it was that far. Where the heck is my picture here I'm looking for? And just a minute. I figured it'd be easier to click through, but I guess it wasn't. So it won't take but a second. I'm almost there. I know I've got that towel. There you go. This is number 55. This is what an American citizen does not look like. So for those of you out there that are on social media that are disgusted with Trump's response, the way he's reacting, the words he is using to the death of this man, which was terrible, terrible. Angry backlash, the angry backlash, this just show you, not an American citizen. Now show me the 3 American citizens. Those are the 3 American, that's what American citizens look like, okay, friends? Just want to make it simple. Killed yesterday in Afghanistan. We've been in Afghanistan for 17 years. You may get people to write me, and I would be glad to read them. I'm not for sure what we're doing in Afghanistan 17 years later, or I'm not for sure what we cannot complete as a mission in Afghanistan 17 years later, and I don't understand why we just don't take 100,000 troops and clean out Afghanistan and start over, or whatever we have to do, because something has to be very serious in Afghanistan for us to be there 17 years. And that should be the outrage this morning, that those 3 American citizens are dead. Now go back to the other guy, the angry, number 55. Angry backlash. Let me just clear this up, because there's some that are not catching on, okay? So number 55 there. His name's Shoshki. He's got all right. So there is the angry backlash. Let me explain something to you. This is a Saudi Arabian citizen. This is a citizen of Saudi Arabia, not America. I have seen the post out there of how terrible it is that the President of the United States, how he just could care less about this American citizen. Not an American citizen. So if you're going to be so college educated, I know who you are out there, and you're going to be so bright and intellectual, and you are the reason why Democrats are winning because of your bright, nice words. This is not an American citizen. This is a Washington Post contributor. He's not an employee of the Washington Post. He's a Washington Post columnist. He's a contributor to the Post. Okay? He is a resident. He filed for resident status in the United States, not citizen. He's a citizen of Saudi Arabia. Now, for those of you out there, Saudi Arabia is, okay, there's problems there. Big problems. I don't want to get into it. I know all the reasons why you don't like Saudi Arabia, and I know you believe the Crown Prince said off with his head, okay? There's still countries that they say that, off with his head. Well, you know, okay. But Iran, don't push too fast for us to turn on Saudi Arabia when Iran is still the #1 threat of terrorism and the #1 backer of terrorism around the world. So let's not forget this. So there you go. I just wanted to do that. And for while everybody keeps hearing Khashoggi, you know, 92 times a day, let's go with, do you have number 70? If you have number 70, let's not forget, we wish that there was as much anger out. Let me explain again to you. This is what American citizens look like. I'm just trying to give you a little test here. I mean, I don't have the education, but I could teach a class. Ambassador Chris Stevens, right there, okay? Navy SEAL Tyrone Woods, okay? Navy SEAL Glenn Doherty, diplomat Sean Smith. That's a U.S. citizen. They were killed. We're looking for who rode up the elevator in Trump Tower, okay, and sat in a meeting. And there is 15 minutes of every broadcast this morning, with the exception of Fox, on Paul Manafort lied. In this course, there's nothing there. Nothing there. So, okay, let me get to something else here, because we're going to go through things pretty quickly. This is pretty humorous. Let's go with number 30. Okay, sorry about that. Let's go with number 30. I've got to turn my phone off, folks. And I'll tell you what's funny. What's really funny about this. Hold on. I got to turn this off. There you go. All right. So here's what's funny about this. And this is why I'm opening with this. I'm not opening with Paul Manafort right now. Stormy Daniels' Michael Avenatti sued Trump for defamation against my wishes. Okay? Now, hide your kids. I don't want you to go. Let's go to number 31. Judge dismisses Stormy Daniels' defamation suit against Trump, orders her to pay president's legal fees. Let's go to 32. For months, I've asked Michael Avenatti to give me accounting information about the fund my supporters so generously donated for my safety and legal defense. Let me translate. The fund is the money she got on the G-string from the lap dances. And so what we're talking about is we have the porn star slash hooker slash whatever, okay? If you take money for an act, porn, prostitute, whatever. So here's what we have. We have a porn star and her pimp, CNN's leading pimp, every morning. 95,000 stories for, what, 3 months. This guy made CNN, what? If you do the math, what is the numbers out there? 600 times or whatever. So the pimp segment of the evening for CNN is now over, and they're not running pimp stories any longer because I watched the Pimp Network this morning to see if the pimp and the hoe would make the news. Nothing. So she is accusing that every time she got done dancing and she took all of her ones to her pimp that he stole the money. That's who her generous donations, her supporters, and her generous donated from her safety and legal defense. He has repeatedly ignored these requests. Days ago, I demanded again, repeatedly, that he tell me how the money was being spent and how much was left. And number 33, Michael, number 33, Michael has not treated me with the respect and a difference an attorney and defense an attorney should show to a client. He has spoken on my behalf without my approval. He filed a defamation case against Donald Trump against my wishes. So, you know, it's an age-old story. Pimp steals prostitutes' money. Just saying. Michael Avenatti, the pimp, allegedly. I don't know if he has the fuzzy hat and the cane and everything and the coat. I don't know if he was at the Players Ball last year. I don't know. I don't know if he has the platform shoes. I don't know if he has a big Cadillac with the fuzzy dice hanging up there, diamond in the back, sunroof top. I don't know if he's digging the scene with a gangster lean. I don't know. But Michael Avenatti, the alleged pimp, responded to Stormy Daniels' statement, I have personally sacrificed an enormous amount of money, time, and energy towards assisting her because I believe in her. I have always been an open book with Stormy and to all aspects of her cases, and she knows that. She knows that. Just saying. That's my top story. Not Paul Manafort lied about business dealings in Ukraine. No, I don't care, okay? Of course he said they're a bunch of liars. I don't care. We know the Russian collusion, the whole thing is a setup. It was to have a cloud over Donald Trump right through the midterms, right? It's the deep state, and we know that. But I want to know why. Because let me tell you, as much time as CNN put in to those two pieces of garbage there, okay, and that's exactly what they are in this country, and they took a good time to do that, okay? Josh, I want you to look something up for me, okay? Just do it on Google, press, or just do Jim Mattis, Defense Secretary Jim Mattis, considered only adult in the room. Defense Secretary Jim Mattis considered the only adult in the room. See if there's any articles that come back with that in there anywhere. If they do, just pull it up and get ready to read the headline or a clip out of it, okay? So look that up. Tell me if there's anything in there. But I want you to stay here for a minute because number 56. And the reason I want to open with this is that's MSNBC. Now, CNN will not run that. MSNBC did this. Fox did the pimp stealing the hose money, you know, and stuff like that. Fox did the story. MSNBC did the story midway through their hour. But here, when you go over to CNN, coming up, and this is at 4 a.m., this is right out of the box. At 4 a.m. this morning, the first thing on your screen, if you're watching, CNN exclusive, what Trump told Mueller. Now, what I want to know is who is rushing out to say, we need to drop this exclusive story on CNN. We need to give CNN the exclusive on this. Who respects CNN in that way, that they run to give them the exclusive, or is there anything to this? What Trump told Mueller. So I wanted to do that really quick. Now, just give me a heads up if you find anything. Yesterday, did you? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It just there's been accounts, several accounts. It doesn't matter where Defense Secretary was called by the media the only adult in the room. Okay, what article is that from? Reuters?
Yeah, Reuters.com. It says a senior European official said that in the Trump administration, he was seen as the most articulate adult in the room.
Right. So Mattis is considered, remember, there's days when the media picks out they like people and they don't like people. Remember, let's go to number 24. Okay? So they had the meeting yesterday concerning Khashoggi, all right? And Jim Mattis, there's the Secretary of Defense, and, you know, they're trying to do everything to get him to leave and to come between him and the President of the United States. And we do understand and been told there's conflict between the two of them. They do argue over what direction to take on some things. And I don't know that that's bad. The media sees that as a problem. I personally don't see it as a problem if these people at this level go back and forth a little bit and have a little bit of conflict in what they think is right and wrong. So go to number 25. Senators unhappy after inadequate briefing, okay, on Saudi Arabia and Yemen. They're just unhappy. Okay? Here's here is number 26. Okay, let's go to 26. Trump on the CIA. Okay, Khashoggi assessment. Trump and the CIA did not say affirmatively he did it either. By the way, I'm not saying that they are saying he didn't do it, but they didn't say it affirmatively. Now go back to number 25. The person that's considered a lot of times the only adult in the room. So what you want me to believe is James Mattis went in there. Now there's a lot of heat. There's a lot of heat that Haspel, the head of the CIA, did not go in this meeting yesterday. A lot of heat on that. They want to hear from Haspel, Gina Haspel, the head of the CIA, right? But James Mattis, you want me to believe that this four-star general, pretty sure he's four-star general, that is the Defense Secretary of the United States, went into a meeting and helped Donald Trump and helped the administration tell senators a lie about what happened in Saudi Arabia. Now, Mattis is not defending the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, but he says there's no smoking gun. There's no smoking gun. He has listened to it, okay? Now, this guy has all the training of CIA agents. He's got all the training necessary. He listened to it. He's not going to come out and say, quote, and he hasn't, that the Crown Prince is not involved, but there's actually no smoking gun. This man says there's no smoking gun that says the Crown Prince said, off with his head, ordered it. There's no smoking gun. There's no direct order from the Crown Prince, okay? Now this one over here, Mike Pompeo. Number 23. Pompeo says no direct reporting. Mattis says no smoking gun. All right? Connected Crown Prince to Khashoggi killing. So Mike Pompeo, the head of the Secretary of State, okay, the Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, said, hey, there's no direct reporting. There's nothing that says where the Crown Prince, hey, you know, Mattis says there's no smoking gun, and they are going nuts over that. They're absolutely going nuts this morning over the no smoking gun, and senators are doing what I call, they're doing a little dance there. Lindsey, which I like Lindsey. I do. I used to, you know, I don't want to say I never understood Lindsey, but let's go to number 29. They come out of the meeting. Here's number 29. Senators furious. CIA Director Haspel absent from the briefing on Saudi Arabia and Khashoggi. Well, you know, we all are seeing where, you know, little, what's his name there? Little Lindsey Graham threw the little sissy fit. He throws sissy fits. Don't get mad. I mean, when we were kids, you know, you throw a little sissy fit. He throws his little sissy fit. I'm pissed off. I'm really angry. And then we got number 28, Bob Corker. He's upset. He is definitely upset, okay, of what took place. And we know we really care what he thinks. And then last but not least, number 27, senators unhappy. Inadequate briefing on Saudi Arabia and Yemen. That is Jeff Flake. So I'm going to get more into that at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock. Folks, you need to keep in mind, and at 9 o'clock we're going to talk about Secretary of State's race here in Georgia. But give me, before I go to break to get Carla's Corner in here, give me number 40. Okay? The three amigos, right there, three amigos, okay? Just saying. The three musketeers, the three amigos, the three guys. There's the Booker, the Flake, and Chris Coons. Almost said, and the, boy, that would have been rough. I mean, I would have really monkeyed that up, would I not? So there's Chris Coons, the Democrat. Democrats to the left of me, Democrats to the right of me, and obstructionists to the center. Russian Council Protection Bill blocked. Senator Flake, we ought to be more concerned here. Okay, let's go to, this was at 4:06 a.m. Now, the reason I take these pictures, 41, number 41, the reason I take these pictures is just to show you, for those that don't watch, and you wonder, where do people get these crazy ideas that these things are happening in the world, and what's most important, you know? But blocking Mueller, I mean, building a floor to protect Robert Mueller is big to CNN. I mean, it's 4:06 in the morning. Special counsel protects bill blocked, and Flake gets up as the lone Republican to defend this. And let me tell you what he won't do, and I'll give you a couple more pictures before we go. I want to show you a couple more. I want to go through this. And they're setting up, the president left for the G20 summit. They're setting up the, go to 58. Number 58, Senator Lee, Mike Lee, Mueller bill is unconstitutional. So Mike Lee gets on the floor and explains how blocking this bill to protect Robert Mueller is basically setting up a fourth branch of government. Lord, please let me come to your school and give a class or do a class on the branches of government and how it works. I would love to. And I just learned it off I'm Just a Bill here on Capitol Hill. I learned on Saturday morning, but at least I know. Okay? So, Fox is reporting, number 60, MS-13. This is Fox reporting. I haven't had time to look up and study this. MS-13 gang member arrested by border agents. Okay? Yeah, found him in the caravan. Hey, you over here. Come here. Who are you? I'm MS-13. I'm here. MS-13 gang member. That's what they're reporting. You can look it up. And then number 62, migrant health concerns. This is what Fox is reporting. And this comes from the Tijuana Health Department. This is a report from Tijuana Health Department. Over 60% of the people have respiratory infections. 3 cases of tuberculosis. Wow. And we'll have to be funding hospitals again just to have special wards. Really? 3 cases of tuberculosis, 4 cases of HIV, 101 cases of lice. Well, that could be the 3rd grade anywhere. And 4 cases of chickenpox. That's reported. And over here, number 65, the G20 summit. Trump to leave for Argentina this morning, going to the G20. It's going to be tense between him and Putin. Now, yesterday, we put a segment together yesterday, my attempt at foreign policy about Ukraine, and we'll talk more about that at 9 o'clock. So at 9 o'clock, Secretary of State of Georgia election, December 4th, coming up. Why wouldn't Brad Raffensperger debate John Barrow? Just call him out for the Democrat he is. The guy's trying to go around making himself look like a moderate and, just call him out. Get your base out to vote. That's how you win. Debate him. Go for the throat. Maybe I shouldn't be your debate coach. Maybe I should. Anyhow, so that's the 4th. Paul Manafort may have lied. Wow. About his relations with a Ukraine businessman. Wow. What Podesta hasn't done that? I'm your host, BKP. We'll be back at the top of the hour. When we return, it'll be time for Carla's Corner.